Guys, this isn't working out. Spending hours on end, editing content down, adding memes, laboring away, and for what? Just for other creators on this platform to do a fraction of the work and make millions and millions of dollars. I need to adapt if I want to reach 1 million subscribers. I needed to change, and I also needed some change. That's why from now on, I'm a reactor content creator. Get ready for some sick content. Wait, sorry, that wasn't transformative enough. 1 second. I think these are nuclear reactors, guys. Just kidding, guys. Don't worry, I'm not going down that path as a content creator. Yet. I still have so much unedited content just waiting to be edited down, so subscribe if you don't want to miss it, as I'm also shooting for 50,000 subscribers, which when I do reach, I'll play Seuss in a normal 50-player multiplayer lobby. What I do have for you right now is the final part of my England/Great Britain multiplayer series, one of my better multiplayer runs in recent history. So let's get right into it.
Told you. We're gonna hang out. Gonna watch a movie.
This is my income 1634, 14,000 almost. Yes, we were really rich at this point in the game. As a matter of fact, the second highest player was only at 700 ducats a month. See how I got to this point? You can watch the first 2 parts of this video, which you can click to see the playlist in the top right, or the pinned comment. However, you don't need to watch those videos to enjoy this one. First 2 parts, we started as England in a 55-player lobby, consolidated our trade node, and devved and scaled our nation to a pretty considerable amount. Wanted some of that Asian spices and tea, but all the players in Asia said no. I insisted and gave the Asians a friendly British visit. Now I have a player colony in India LARPing as the Britain East India Company, always asking me for money, which is fine because I'm omega rich, and my player 13 colonies is quickly becoming the strongest military power in the game.
13 colonies is about to have more manpower than Russia.
No.
My biggest problem right now was finding good ways to spend my money. What's your construction cost modifier?
I'm building a manufactory for 394.
How about you, Louisiana?
Mine's 31%.
Okay, yeah, so it's better to me to just send you guys money than build. Okay, I'm sending you guys 9,500 each. In 43 we will attack. Yeah, we'll just keep expanding you into Hindustan. That's just gonna be the play. Whoa, why did he let him do this? It was now also time to switch our colonies from self-governing colonies to crown colonies, which means that they will no longer get the minus 20% dev cost reduction, but they will give me a huge amount of manpower and force limit. 75 force limit, make 13 colonies. Change colonial type, crown colony with the Montic. Oh my god, just you alone gives me 161 force limit. Yeah, you alone give me now 300k max manpower. Yeah, I can't wait to make all of you guys crown colonies, but when you're ready, no rush. So the strategy here is you make them self-govern, because self-govern get bonuses for dev cost and income and goods produced. I think goods produced. I could be wrong, but I know they get dev cost. Which is very big, right? That's why 13 colonies is so strong, is because he devved so much. He's like one of the highest dev nations, all from just deving. Then once they are built up, you make them crown colonies, because crown colonies give a big percentage of manpower boost and force limit. And this is numbers that are just generated. I'm not stealing it from them. This is just numbers that come out of nowhere. Let's see. So just made you crown colony. You give 100k max manpower, and you give me 75 force limit. Yeah, this Rajputana this was Livonia. Does he have the Livonian government type? Yeah, he does. Livonian military monarchy. Rajputana is Zoroastrian. He does have Indian unit type now, though. With our troops ready in India, it was time to attack the Indian-Chinese alliance once again.
Time to die.
Time to die in India, boys. Did you say insta-wipe?
no insta attack.
They're on the border, yeah.
We have no arty in left battle.
I put Arvin left. Just don't get cut.
Ming is in this. Ming is in this.
Okay.
We need to get these forts before Ming comes here, just so we don't get overrun into the island again.
Yeah.
Just in case we get some bad
Just to the
battles.
right front.
More Ming troops are here. Consolidate.
They got into
Ming is going for cut. Ming is going for cut. You're not covered on the right side. You're not covered on the right side. There's no fort. Seems we're gonna lose one and win two unless he reinforces on time.
Oh, why did you retreat there?
Don't retreat. Don't retreat. We need to keep it. We need that. Keep that battle going to win the other two. We're winning. We're winning. Okay. Reinforce. Reinforce. Reinforce.
I got a parliament debate for 1.1 million manpower.
Oh,
1 million EU4 MP moments. How many died already in this war? Oh my god. While in this war, I kept a wall of boats around the British Isles in case of a European invasion. Continue
we
the push.
just have infinite manpower or what?
We've just been scaling really hard. Like, we're just, look at us. We're scaling so hard. Vanilla colonies are badonkadonk, you know? This game, you know, people said, why are you going like colonial in 2 games in a row? Japan and as England. Vanilla colonies are badonk, bro. They're broken. That's why they're always Omega nerfed. People who don't understand that, they always play modded MP and they go, why is it nerfed? Why is it nerfed? Well, you know, here you see why. It's really strong. You know, vanilla colonies are really strong. Each colony is like a player, like a full-on player ally. Of course, it's a bit different because I spent a lot of money building up my colonies, right? So it's not like a player ally where, you know, he's doing his own separate build-up, you're doing your own separate build-up. And even if they could revolt, look, I've got all of their desire down to 0.
Yeah,
if I was stacking tariff,
the
which I can
campaign
do
stuff
now,
is
I can
bugging,
print infinite
so-
money now.
Italy is getting bullied again.
There's a world war. Yeah, there's a world war in Europe. There's this war happening in Europe, and then there's this war happening in Asia.
And Ethiopia is just chilling.
Ethiopia is just chilling.
Yeah, he.
Newfoundland? Cannons.
Yeah, I'm reinforcing with cannon.
What side? What battle? Newfoundland.
Yeah, I already have. I have a 60k stack with only cannon. I mean,
Yeah.
cannon.
Somebody attacked their reinforcements, so.
Yeah. I'm already.
This war against the Indians was a lot easier than the previous wars, as my colonies were built up and helping me with all of their troops. However, while this was happening, I was about to fire the British Civil War, which I'll be honest, I didn't know what it would do, as I hadn't tested it before or done any research on it. Eek! I just fired English Civil War.
Goa?
No.
Yeah.
Not the best timing.
538,000 manpower lost. I decided to go for the path with the parliament as it gave morale. However, it did reduce my manpower all the way down to the 0. English Civil War fired, and I need to do a lot of micro. I need to assign a bunch of seats. I don't know, and I honestly don't care. Yeah, because I'm trying to do this parliament as much as possible.
I'm looking over at your country. There's like a bunch of weapons.
Dealing with this disaster was quite easy, as all you had to do was deal with the rebels, and it was over. I just finished my Civil War. It's done. Here we go. Continue the advance. Continue. My manpower is going up now. I gave up on getting the draft. I don't know. Just bad RNG or something. Or maybe English monarchy can't get it. Normal parliament can get it, but I don't know. I have no idea. Someone let me know. Don't know what the draft is. It's basically a parliament debate where, depending on the amount of seats you have given out, you and your total max manpower and your manpower recovery speed, you get a one-time boost in your manpower. That's how my 13 colonies was able to get 1.1 million manpower all in one go. I did try to roll it for about 3 years as the English monarchy, or English Parliament, but I was unable to. So if you guys know if it's possible as English and you've gotten it in your game as the English, let me know. I'm interested to know. And this time, despite Ming committing a sizable amount of his army in the war, we were able to easily win this war without breaking a sweat, and while continuously scaling our economy to almost 2,000 ducats a month. Here's a quick look at the first reform that we get from being a parliamentary republic. In this game, it was great because it gives morale, which is one of the military modifiers that we were missing. Now that all my New World colonies were crown colonies and giving me between 100 to 400k max manpower each, I thought it would be more appropriate to name them accordingly. Manpower Factory 1 to 3. We also paid Spain 30,000 ducats to borrow some provinces in the New World to allow us to pop the Dominate the New World mission, which gives each of our colonies a permanent 50% production efficiency and 50% trade efficiency. It was also around this time that the Aztec player had left after losing a series of wars against Spain, so we decided to expand into the north of Mexico and the Rio Grande area, and we also made a deal with Spain in order to keep friendly relations that I would take up from Texas and above. Manpower Factory 1 is military rank number 1.
There you go.
I'm number 3. Who's number 2? China? No, China's 8. Russia? No,
Yeah,
Commonwealth.
Commonwealth.
Commonwealth is 6.
Prussia.
What? He was number 1 before.
Oh, Prussia
Yeah,
is
he-
number 2 because of probably quality. Although I was making deals with Spain, the other Iberian, Portugal, was the one that was concerning me. He was building so many heavy ships and making a build specifically for naval quality that I started losing naval hegemon. And this was concerning for me, so I had to build up an even bigger navy and divert my build, my idea build, to have naval and maritime ideas in it. It was also very scary that the Portuguese player was starting to steal our trade that was coming in from India with a huge trade fleet. 2.1k
Pure income or not?
pure income. The next step to increase income was abusing tariffs. This is something that I've explained before while playing Colony in the past, but if you have high tariff efficiency, you basically print money by taking the money from your colonies. So for example, if you take 200 ducats a month of tariffs from your colony, but then you have 100% tariff efficiency, you basically print double of that money out of thin air, so you get 400 ducats. So the idea here was that we were going to increase all of our colonies' tariffs to 100%, developing them and making them take loans and paying off their debt to keep their liberty desire low, and essentially printing money. My income is insane right now.
Okay, you need to lower it before the second ad so they don't know.
Dude, people are gonna look at this. This is too much. I just casually gave Italy 60,000 ducats. Casually. Yeah, the Hindustan player left. That's it. He's given up. But it's time to continue. Now that Hindustan wasn't a player, we could use the main advantage of releasing the East India Company, which is that he can do his own wars. So essentially the idea is that the East India Company can declare war on Hindustan, take 100% peace deal, then I can declare war on Hindustan, take 100% peace deal, and we can keep this cycle going very quickly and conquer India very fast. We broke 3,000 ducats pre-1700! What?
Yeah, they haven't.
Why did I just do that? 4K.
More lesson.
Oh my god. We were about to break 4,000 ducats of income. The next closest player was Spain at 1.3 thousand ducats of income. The Asia box dismantled, it was time for Great Britain to get re-involved in European affairs. In Europe, Prussia was becoming a very strong power, and their alliance with Commonwealth was causing a huge rift in Europe, where they were destroying and defeating back-to-back France, Italy, and Russia. It was time to test our might and take them on with Italy.
Noticed they had other ships.
Look how
That
beautiful
looks
it
nice.
is. Look how beautiful
Bang.
it is.
I'm gonna get 3v1.
Who's 5v1ing you?
It's 5v. Man, you have.
Who's
Jesus,
5v1ing
You've
you?
been ganking everyone since the.
You guys will have 3. You guys will
What
have
are you
3.
talking about? What is this?
I think he knows. I think he knows. He really put a boat on Holland. I think he knows. With Prussia knowing we were about to deck, it was time to go. And it was time to test the British quality to that of the Prussians and the Polish.
It's all right. We are dying for the righteous cause, right? Right?
Sure.
We're dying because
Of course you
our
are, son.
overlord was
Now
born.
go and fight.
I'm gonna try and see how well I do versus the PSC troops.
Oh, Italy fighting.
Pretty good.
Ooh.
Wait, you guys
Does
fighting
PLC have
somewhere?
take 25?
Yes.
Yeah, are we fighting somewhere?
I didn't see battle.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, the Rajputana player is here too, guys.
I be winning. Yes.
You are winning.
You took less casualty. I mean, you lost Artie, but still.
Just wait, the
I'll
front
do
line.
it.
Oh, he's attacking. Reinforce 13 colonies.
Where?
In France.
Good.
Rajputana's here too.
You're being engaged in Croatia.
Fortunately, we were getting routed in Holland, so we decided instead to focus on the Italian front.
One with 40K. With 50K.
You actually might wipe down. Get in there! Get in the front line! Come on!
Reserves there, man.
Casual 1 million again. Casual EU4 MP things.
Okay, we're fine.
Colonies became disloyal for a second because of the revolution.
Factory, can you go north? Some reinforcements on the 2 northern battles, and we need more on VN. Habibi, something close.
I'm sending.
Okay.
I do want to mention that the Rajputana player was able to reach 165 discipline in this campaign. And despite their higher quality, they could not match our numbers advantage that we had, and the Commonwealth eventually unconditionally surrendered. I brought the tea to Poland. Oh no, guys, Napoleon is in France. The scaling literally never stopped. While the other nations were taking debt to fight me, I just kept making more and more money. And it was another player that we killed, Mewar. There's no American Revolution happening this timeline. Yes, that's a casual 1.2k ducats coming in just from my East India Company. We decided to take our army through Persia and declare war on Spain. Yeah, that's Spain in the Middle East right there. The Spain player was going for a full Roman Empire LARP, except with the Italy parts and the Balkan parts and the Anatolian parts. But still, he looked pretty big and owned most of the Mediterranean. Him, Portugal, Italy, and France all fought me at the same time. The Portuguese navy was actually quite formidable, but I had a big advantage in that I could just keep outproducing him in terms of boats. I had more sailors, I had more ports, I was naval hegemon. Seriously, the Portuguese navy was no joke, and you can even see that he had naval dominance in certain parts of the world, while I had naval dominance in other parts of the world. This was the first time in the entire game that my navy was getting contested, which didn't last long, as once I consolidated my fleet, I started sinking the Portuguese fleet. It's a really weird place for us to engage. Out of all places, this was where the majority of naval battles were happening. And I would like to say that this turned into some epic, long war where we were able to fight all of the powers. However, unfortunately, this is where the campaign ends. People felt that I was too strong, and many players did not want to continue and rather start a new campaign. Honestly, the biggest downside of EU4MP is the ending. There's no like cool ending, and most players get like tired of the world wars. If you remember in my older videos, we would always like organize world wars where both sides were in, but people kind of get bored and tired of them, especially since they're like scripted and they're not natural diplomacy. But that's it. That's the end of the campaign. To end it off, we ended with a 6,000 ducat income. We were the highest income by far. We were actually higher than the next 3 incomes combined. But that's my British Empire. That's where it ends. Rule Britannia, boys. I hope you enjoyed this series. Check out the series from the beginning using the link in the pinned comment below. And that is it. You can, of course, always watch me live at my Twitch, twitch.tv/absolutehabibi. You can also see the link in the description. Special thanks to my patrons: Lumina, Henning Ballmark, Zorovia, Amir, Anderson Pina, Mason Andruska, and Fabulous Snail. Thank you so much for supporting me this month. And if you want to support me directly, you can on Patreon. There are some perks involved for doing so. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. If you are new to my channel, I recommend checking out the playlists tab on my YouTube channel, where you can watch many videos like this one and many series. It has been recently updated to include my newest videos as well, and you can even check out my videos from 2 to 3 years ago, which are pretty good if I do say so myself. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next video, guys.